Welcome back to our channel, Princesses. We believe that you are doing well. And this 7th, today is the 7th of February 2025. And we believe that all is well with you, all is well with your family, and all is well with our expectations. I just have a couple of information updates for us. And it's a breakdown and a full gist concerning the UAG disbursement template, the payouts, the schematics, and all the shape is going to take. That is what this submission is for. So take or grab a cup of coffee or your soft drinks and sit down, listen attentively to all of this submission as we receive them from one of our organs of information dissemination. The long-awaited disbursement of funds under the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation NGO UAG is finally at its final stage, with an official disbursement schedule now released. And here is a detailed update on the process and the next steps to expect. Number one, the disbursement schedule is out. In other words, after months of anticipation and numerous speculations, the official disbursement timetable has been finalized according to the source, and all necessary preparations, verifications, and documentation processes have been concluded. And this is to ensure a smooth and structured disbursement rollout. Secondly, disbursement commences next week according to the source. Well, I said I don't want to start talking about the day or the week or the month or what have you, though the organ says, the source says next week, but we have a lot of next weeks, which were not next week. And I think we're done on that. We're done fixing dates on that. So I wouldn't want to use the word next week, but the language says disbursement commences next week confirmed. So let's just keep that on the shelf. All right. So it was said that officially it was confirmed that it will begin next week without further delays. And all stakeholders, beneficiaries, and NGOs should be prepared to receive the allocation as scheduled. But I want to add a caveat there. You don't say next week until you hear from the country director. It has the vetoes to say this is when disbursement is to commence. All right, and that's that about that. Then number three, that disbursement would be done in batches. Yes, that is given to us already. Disbursement is going to be done batch by batch. In other words, due to the large number of participants that the participating NGOs and beneficiaries, the disbursement would not be conducted all at once. You need to get that. Because of the numerous number, the quantum of the NGOs and beneficiaries involved, the disbursement would not be done all at once, but in batches. It will be done in structured batches. It will be done in structured batches, and this is to ensure that it is organized and transparent. It's transparent, in a way that distribution process can be fair. You understand? If it is not organized, it will be clumped up. Some would get, some would not get. So it has to be structured in such a way that it will fine-tune the process and it can ensure seamless disbursement process. So it would be done in batches. All right. The first organizations to receive the disbursement are the UAAG, which is the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation organization or NGO, then the second organization, NGO, is the Theobarth Global Foundation, after which other NGOs would follow in subsequent phases based on the sequence that will be determined. I hope you understand that. That's clear enough. Or you possibly want me to repeat that again. Okay, you can replay the video. So UAG is going to receive first, followed by Theobarth, second batch, then other NGOs would follow in subsequent fashion, right, in phases based on the sequence that would be determined by the body. All right. So then the fourth on the list is that of unique codes that's going to be assigned. So unique code assignment is going to get to the NGOs for tracking and security. There's going to be a unique code assignment to the NGOs for tracking and for security to ensure accountability and prevent cases of mismanagement, cases of fraud or terrorist financing of any kind. A unique code would be assigned to each participating NGO. So this tracking system is part of the compliance measures to ensure transparency in fund allocation and usage. So the step is actually crucial to be able to eliminate the risk of fund diversion and ensure that the grants reach their intended beneficiaries who have been supportive all along and been expectation for what is rightfully theirs. So that unique code would be assigned to each NGO that participated in this scheme, so to serve as a way of tracking the transparency of the process. You understand? So that by the time the allocation is done, every subscribing beneficiaries would be able to be tracked by the code from the NGO, to be tracked for transparency, for fairness, for equity, and for reception. Being able to receive, they've been able to know that this particular NGO has a tracking code, and every subscriber under the NGO to ensure that their subscribers get their funds ultimately. So I think that is understandable enough. The number 5, NGOs are to receive their funds in phases and not in lump sum. The NGOs are going to receive their funds in phases, just like the batches that we talked about, how disbursement is going to be done. Also, NGOs are going to receive their funds in phases. I just want you to be alert, all right? We are in a phase now that looks a little bit passive because not so much information is going on. Information is on right now, all right? Don't get me wrong, but then not so much as a lot of personalities expected. So, but then just keep it alert. I want you to keep it alert because in a short while, information dissemination would definitely be on the increase, and these are going to be so valid. So NGOs will receive their funds in phases and not in a lump sum. All right, before I continue, this is Princess channel. We deal with cryptocurrencies, we deal with grant matters, we deal with other financial stuff that could earn you stabilities also in life. So in case you are new to this channel, kindly smash that subscribe button right now and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any important update in time. All right, don't touch the dial. I'll be with you in a short moment. All right, welcome back, and we're back and better. All right, just like we said before we went on a short break there, that NGOs would receive their funds batch by batch and not in lump sum. Unlike previous assumptions that each NGOs will receive its entire disbursement all at once, the funds will instead right now be released in phases. And this would actually allow for proper monitoring, for accountability, and for a seamless transition from one batch to another. That is why this is going to be fashioned. So don't expect that the NGOs are going to release or receive all their release all at once. It's going to still be in phases. I think they are stretching us enough. There is a lot of stretching in the house. So, but then that's good enough. We can't be stretched more than we are stretched. So whatever matters is that the disbursement comes across our way, no matter how much it is being pieced and sequenced. What matters is that there is disbursement, and that's what we want to get. And definitely by God's grace, we would receive that. The number 6, the UAG to disburse first. That's according to the disbursement phase or schedule now. UAAG is expected to disburse first the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, then followed by Theobarth, who is going to be disbursing. Secondly, in other words, the Sanctuary Wealth has been prioritized as the first recipient of the disbursed funds. Now, after UAG has completed her disbursement, Theobarth Global Foundation will follow closely behind. Then the sequence of subsequent NGOs would also be determined afterwards. But it begins with Sanctuary Wealth, then Theobarth, then others follow in sequential orders. All right. Then the last, no, not the last now, second to the last or thereabout, we have on the 7th point agenda of what I have for you tonight is that the meeting today is expected to be holding today. It is expected to be a meeting holding today to finalize the batch disbursement sequence. So a high-level meeting was scheduled for today among key stakeholders to finalize the exact sequence in which each NGO is going to receive disbursement on a day-to-day basis. So, and I think it's a step in the positive direction to just harmonize all of these phases and all that. This means that by the end of today, there should be more clarity on the exact order in which various NGOs will receive their funds. So there would be an update concerning that as soon as we receive all of this batch by batch, phase by phase, disbursement sequence and all that. All right. So also number 8, sequence that the CBN disbursement loading and the status update. The Central Bank of Nigeria has completed the process of loading funds according to the information that we receive. They've completed the process of loading funds for UAAG, and that means that UAG is fully prepared for the first round of disbursement. For Theobarth and other NGOs, the loading process is still ongoing and they should be completed soon. So, but for Sanctuary World, according to information source that we got, their own loading of funds has been completed. Then last but not the least, the training for the county director Apostle Ken Wakama and the director of Theobarth, that is Apostle Theophilus Olocha Eboyin. It will be in Lagos on Monday next week. So to ensure a smooth and compliant disbursement process, there would be an official training session in Lagos for them, the Apostle Ken Wakama and Apostle Theophilus of Theobarth Global Foundation. The training would actually focus on the proper execution of the disbursement process, the financial accountability measures, and the compliance with regulations, which are keywords very important for them. So on a final note, what are we to expect? Disbursement is going to start very, very soon without no further delays. UAAG and Theobarth are the first to receive funds. CBN has completed loading fund for UAAG. Theobarth's process is still ongoing. I'm just giving a summary of the entire stuff. NGOs will receive their funds in stages and not all at once. A meeting would be today, which will determine the sequence of disbursement for all the NGOs. Then training in Lagos would be on Monday for the disbursement process. So this is a critical moment for all the NGOs and beneficiaries. Everyone is advised to stay updated and prepare for the rollout. More updates would follow as new developments emerge. Don't forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We bring you update as at when due. And I'm going to see you again shortly before nightfall, possibly else. See you tomorrow and have a good day.